Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy SBX, and this is part two of my thoughts of WWE and how this business is dumbing down a bit and how it's going PG. So, back to what I was saying about the main event matches, as far as them being in a pay-per-view event. I feel that you know, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, like the titles that are pretty much on the line, and people for number one contenders. I feel that, back in the days like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Mankind, or Mick Foley, uh, Triple H, and whomever who were World Heavyweight Champion material, or whatever division they were in. It's just that back in the days we like watching these matches because one, excuse me, they put up a fight, and two, you know, we was happy to see, or back then certain heel wrestlers, we hate to see them win, the championship. But you got to give them their props because um, they earned the shot. They put up a fight and pretty much gave you guys that entertainment. Nowadays, it's like when you watch wrestling. I'm not saying the the majority of it, but certain wrestlers, as far as CM Punk and whoever heel that is, they always cheat. Like, what I mean is, like, you have somebody to pretty much cheat for you, like you knock this opponent out, and while you're unconscious, they drag you into the mat and put you on top of that person and let the referee stupid ass the the um pin the champion, and they feel like they declared a new champion. But I mean, regardless, yeah, in the Attitude Era they did the same shit, but as I said, it was more, they put more of a fight than just having somebody do their dirty work for them. It's just, I feel like, this generation of wrestling, everybody wants somebody to hold their hand for them, just to keep a reputation, or maintaining them to keep continuing being champion. But I'm glad, in this previous Royal Rumble match, The Rock actually won the WWE champion, because CM Punk been champion too fucking long, and also the fact that Shield keep on interrupting their matches and having Ryback to keep losing the championship matches, and for a fact that he's pretty much one of the craziest, most dynamic wrestlers in the game, that for a fact that he can beat CM Punk in an instant. So it's just these I mean, my thing is, it's like every time when you watch a match that was going on, a rookie always have to mess it up. A group of rookies always have to mess it up. Like, for example, like 2 or 3 years ago, the Nexus had pretty much destroyed the match between John Cena and CM Punk, and they came out of nowhere, ambushing John Cena, and also destroying the announcement table, beating up I think Matt Striker and some cameramen, and destroying the ring and all that, just to make a fucking mockery. Shield in the other hand, trying to be like fucking Slug from Metal Gear Solid, just to think, you know, they part of a secret society or organization, or some wannabe spies and shit. You know, I meant to have a cool outfit, but, you know, they ain't shit to me. They just fucking gorillas who like to sabotage people's matches just to lose their opportunities and follow the steps that Paul Heyman is accomplished to do. To be honest though, let me explain about Paul Heyman. I feel like, you know, even though it's a storyline or whatever, but he's not doing it intentionally. But every time when you see Paul Heyman in wrestling, he always had to fuck shit up. Like, for example, he feel like he had one of the best men in there. Like, his best protege is Brock Lesnar, right? Brock Lesnar and Rhino and other ECW wrestlers. But then again, you know, Paul Heyman was the owner of ECW, but I feel like that was the only thing he done good. But then when ECW had been canceled 2 or 3 times, it's just that Paul Heyman likes to dictate the WWE, and by saying so, it's like he likes to manipulate other wrestlers into, you know, his so-called success. And then when a few months later, when you know, as I said, a few months later, when the good guys have defeated all of, like, Paul Heyman's best men, Paul Heyman wants to look back and think, oh man, this is a bitch and all that, and all of a sudden he gets fired, or this plan don't work out, he leaves the WWE and all that. You know, I don't have nothing against Brock Lesnar, but I mean personally, but his character, as I say, he's a fucking failure of what he's doing. He thinks he's accomplishing shit. All he's doing is sabotaging shit, and as I said, manipulating his best men to do his dirty work for him. And in the end, you know, they ain't shit. So, enough about Paul Heyman. What else did I feel like I need to rant about? I feel that Vince McMahon, I mean, he been, you know, been in control of this business for so many years, but it's just that back in the early days, like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s and all that, the only thing we were promoting in the WWE is, like, between selling Slim Jims, selling energy drinks and pills, buying radios and shit. Also, it's like, the thing is, like, between the Attitude Era and the PG Era is, the Attitude Era tells you that don't do the things that you see on TV, don't do it at home. Like, you know, don't hit your brothers or sisters or friends with, you know, hard objects like steel chairs or climbing up ladders, jumping on top of your friends. Don't, you know, do the same techniques that they do. It's just, you know, a lot of kids are too retarded to realize that. I mean, I'm not saying all kids are stupid to duplicate their favorite wrestlers move and stuff like that. You know, it's all fun and games, but I feel like for some kids, they can always play fight and, you know, just do it in a safe zone, not in somewhere in a place that is dangerous, that they can easily, you know, harm themselves. But, you know, the Attitude Era, they specifically said don't do that shit at home. Don't copy the same shit that they doing. But, you know, early in the days were like places that is in a positive area, like school and being at home, or the media, like the news and the government, they want to blame wrestling they want to blame the WWF at that time, that, you know, their kids are the ones who are misbehaving and hurting themselves. But they're trying to do is like convincing the kids to not do the shit that you see on TV. Don't copy, don't duplicate, don't mimic the same shit that the wrestlers are doing. So, you know, yeah, you know, that back then it was crazy at that time. But I feel that nowadays with the attitude, like the PG era, that's what I mean, PG era, they're supporting handicapped children, the kids who have cancer and who are in chemotherapy, and the kids who are bullied. They trying to help them make a difference. It's just nowadays all WWE is doing is trying to dedicate the kids into being better people and all that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a blessing. That's cool. But it's just WWE is giving too much advertisement. Also, when you watch, for example, if you watch the facts, like when either Raw or SmackDown comes on, they have these little did you know fact shit. Like, did you know that WWE is most watched in NBC and CBS and that. I mean, to be honest, I don't need to just, you know, be judgmental about their criteria, but I don't believe that shit is true. I mean, I feel like there's thousands of WWE fans out there, but, you know, outside of the WWE universe, there's a bunch of people that they don't really consider watching wrestling. They think it's fake, they think it's gay, they think, you know, it's boring and that. I don't believe the statistics is true at all. I'm sorry to say, but I don't believe that shit is true. It's just want you to believe that it's true. Maybe when it comes to WWE fans, but they can't just say the entire world. Like, you know, the majority of people in this world, the whole population of people, between people who watch like the mainstream shows like Jersey Shores and Teen Moms and shit, those type of people who watch that shit, like the Basketball Wives and the NFL and the Major League Baseball and whatever they watch on TV. Some of those people don't give two shits about watching wrestling at all. They don't care about that shit. They don't watch that shit. As I said, they consider that shit as fake. So, you know, I feel like they need a better way to show better facts than just automatically trying to inspire people to know that information, or just giving us. I just, that's my opinion. I think that shit is false. So if you think that I'm wrong, just tell me why. Don't be an asshole saying about, oh, I'm just stupid and all that. Just give me a good logical reason without me arguing and without calling each other stupid and retarded, and, you know, then this whole conversation would be, you know, be heated up. So part 3, make sure to check that out. And this should be my final video. So as I said, comment, give me your thoughts, subscribe to my channel and all that. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Peace and God.